They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. Makes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What is up?
Looking to throw is Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 43.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Ready to go!
Here's Monangai. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland from 10 yards out. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 22.
73. Foul up yet? On 81. Easy. 63. 63. Foul. Go Silver. Ready? Foul up Yanni. Foul up Yanni. Go on left.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about now return, flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Hurts. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it.
Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration set to 100.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here, looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now he's free at the 35. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 66 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And an Eagles
Barkley inside handoff. He'll take it inside the 25. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I don't think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 3rd down and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Miami. Crowd left Yanni. Go Silver, ready?
Back to throw here. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
When you talk about the number of completions you've had in the game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on second and 10. Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll run Monungai. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing is Williams. Touchdown! Romadunze. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Let's go. Trim it.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
41-yard line.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get just a couple, but the stick's moving in.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10.
63. 180.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. Oh, good move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Down the right sideline.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
At the 30-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Play action. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Here's 2nd down.
What is up? Yes.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Hey, Silver. Alpha. Hey. Go Silver, ready?
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And an Eagle first down.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
180.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now 2nd and 4.
63. 181.
They'll set up a throw. Going right back to Wilson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's 1st and 10.
73. Don't touch up. Hey, easy. 63. Bad. Don't touch.
They're going to look to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run here with Swift. Fights him off. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Santos' kick is up and through. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now a 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 3rd down and 6.
Silver.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I find out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light up? Yeah, did it find out?